it's one of the things that introduces error, and it's one of the things that introduces thought and skill. So I absolutely think that it is, like to hate freeze is to pretty much hate the game. It's a core
No, it's
concept.
yeah, it's a pretty big part, but it's not the whole game. If the game didn't have freeze, it would still be good. Like the game could work without freeze.
I think no, I actually don't think the game would be as
Mm-mm.
good without
It would
freeze.
It
be
wouldn't be as good, but it would still be
So
good.
what we're saying is that a core principle of the game makes the game better. So maybe you disagree with some units, and maybe some balancing can be done. But freeze is a concept. To dislike freeze is to dislike the game, I think.
No, it's not.
I don't think it's necessarily to dislike the game, but I also don't think it's like, oh, you can hate freeze and you like still. I, I mean, you can still like the game even if you
Yeah,
hate freeze.
exactly.
I
That's
just
what I'm
what like to me though, if you're hating freeze, you're just not accepting that it's a part of the game. And
No, dude, you can hate freeze and still like the game better than Hearthstone because it's just so much
okay,
better. Like there's enough amazing
it's
things in
hard
the
to
game
say
to
like
play the game even if you dislike freeze. It's not like yeah,
no, but
got no
okay,
fun.
no, what I mean is like regarding freeze, like I don't know, I personally really like freeze because it prevents 40 turn games, honestly. In like sets with super high defense, if there's no freeze, the game will literally go on for
But
40
these are
fucking
amazing,
minutes.
these kinds of games.
No, I think they're one of the worst type of Prismata games, in my opinion.
Yeah,
They're
okay,
one
but
of
I
the
like
worst type
them.
of Prismata.
Like
So here's the thing. I think that in general, freeze is I mean, there's certain units that can be oppressive and can be frustrating. At the end of the game, you can, be pissed off about the fact that, you really couldn't have done a whole lot to stop the outcome. In once it started snowballing, right? So, but it's an individual game instance. As long as you're learning from the experience,
you're using a lot of words to say that's a freeze reward skill, right? That's the point.
correct.
That's what Steel just said in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anyone who is like sane like disagrees there.
Actually, no, that I'm 100% certain some people disagree with that skill.
Yeah, but
It's,
they
I
are
mean,
they're idiots. Like they're wrong. Freeze
Silver
is one
Spawn,
of the
telling it how it is. They're just stupid.
dude. Freeze is one of the most skill-heavy concepts in the game. That's
yeah.
that's just a fact. You can't
No, but some
disagree with
people
that.
are, oh, there's Frostbite, just spam Frostbite. That requires no skill.
Yeah, but they're wrong.
Yeah, exactly. I think they're completely wrong.
I mean, I hated trees for a really long time, and I was completely aware that it rewards skill, and I just hated it anyway. That's the only legit way of hating it.
You weren't learning fast enough, huh? So no.
This game's so weird. Like, this game is just gonna go on for 10 more turns until
Yeah, but then
Arcanisha finally
Rama
surrenders.
is winning, so
Okay,
it's not.
actually, no, Rezo Force coming in, so it's gonna...
It'll-
something
it-
will actually happen.
Yeah, it'll get interesting here. He got to 5, which is what he needed to ensure that he could freeze. But Llama's just going to lose the Doom Mecha term early because he's Llama.
If you
Right.
hate freeze, you're not a real Russian.
What?
Okay, so Llama's going to let himself be frozen here.
I think, like, Burst Freeze is also necessary, though. Like, Passive Freeze is good. Like, Cryo Ray is interesting because it takes a lot of skill to use as well. But I think Burst Freeze is also necessary for the game.
Yeah, burst freeze is also. I mean, one argument against burst freeze is that it's always like a lot of math. Like,
Yes, that's like, I agree. Like, you definitely need to do way more math in Burst Freeze sets.
but
But
everything is only math, so it feels more like math. It's the right way to say it.
You have to do more calculations in the same time frame that you would do it if there wasn't freeze involved, and that's what's challenging.
Yeah, I mean, did you see my game against the one I was hyping up so much in the Master League against Ice Cream, the one with Lucina?
No, I didn't. I have to go back.
Because that was okay. That game was basically like there was Lucina and there was like freeze, a ton of freeze, and that game was just every turn you had to calculate exactly how much freeze the opponent has, and then defend for exact. Like that was it. Every turn. If you defend for one more than exact, it's unnecessary because if you defend for exact, it's not worth it for the opponent to use it.
I
If
fucking
you defend
hate
for one less, then you lose because you like
You lose
it's
Lucina.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was always exact, like every turn, 10 turns in a row. And I was faster with calculating it because I'm just quick at doing math in my head, and that's probably why I won because he always, like,
He
we
was
only
running
had
out of-
40, yeah, the time was really low, like, it always was, like, until the last seconds he needed to calculate it.
I really dislike leaving these two Doom drones back. You could just get 2 more
Yeah, that's of
force
course wrong.
fields instead. That'd be way better, I think.
That's completely wrong.
I don't know, like I still think you buy Doom drones here and you leave them either 1 or 2 turns. Either 1 turn back earlier or
I don't
maybe
think.
even 2
No,
turns
you
back
just
earlier.
don't buy Doom drones.
What? No, Doom drones are still better. Like even if you mine them once, they're engineers for 1 gold instead of like.
Okay,
2.
but you don't get them instead of drones. You only get them instead of engineers.
Yeah, of course. I would never get Doom drones instead of
Oh,
drones.
the
or
Yeah,
other-
but okay.
protoplasm, guys.
Okay,
The
other than-
protoplasm.
I think you get it later. I think you start getting Doom drones later than if there were no cryo rays.
Yeah, exactly. It's like old Doom drones basically in this, then like versus cryo rays.
Yeah, I mean this is just over though.
Yeah, I mean it was over 20 turns ago.
Yeah, exactly. 13. I don't know, 7, 8 turns ago, but yeah. Basically,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
It's just
by the way, in the
average,
chat, Moke more says that most people just hate burst trees, so I think that's true.
Yeah.
And
But,
someone
again,
was
I-
asking what he means
like
by passive
burst
freeze.
trees.
Passive freeze is not burst freeze, basically.
yeah, it's like Yetis and cryo rays
and Shiver
like,
Yetis.
Oh, sorry.
Best
yeah.
unit.
That's the one. I mean, also Vi would be considered that. Tatsu would probably be considered that.
Yeah.
So, like, he doesn't have to do anything here to defend. It's crazy.
Oh, and another question: do you think Endotime Kit is strong? Because, like, there are some people who say that it's like.
I don't think it's that strong.
I feel like it's pretty weak. Right now.
I've planned around Endotherm before. It's
I think it's strong, but it's definitely not a must buy.
Yeah, it's much weaker than before.
oh yeah,
like,
before
before
it was
the race, like,
ridiculous.
The
Before
best
it
unit
was
in the game, I think. It was actually better than Cryo Ray.
It was so insane because you get so much freeze and it's granular freeze as well.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like you like I recall a game where there was Cryo Ray and Frostbite and no Endokit. I just bought Endokit. Like I bought the units of Endokit just anyway because it was the best choices because they're both amazing units.
Yeah.
So I just bought it anyway. So you get units which are good anyway, and you get them cheaper.
Yeah.
So it's just
no,
Oh
it
my
was-
god, I had like a Sinestra
The
Endotherm
old Endo-
mirror. It was stupid. Like we both got 1 Sinestra and then we bought like 4 Endotherms and we bought no damage after that because
Yeah.
we couldn't actually buy
I
them.
remember a game where I had exactly 3 damage and 40 freeze or something, and I killed this 3 Vivids in one.
I don't know, like the thing is, I still think
Amazing.
people misplay versus like burst freeze because yesterday I had 2 games where I lost Sinestra, or okay, 1 actual game with freeze where I got like my opponent bought a lot of freeze, they froze all of my defense and killed like my Sinestra, and I still won the game.
Yeah, because they're underestimating how much freeze costs. They're just not thinking rationally.
Yeah, it's
They
like
just always have to.
he only bought like 4 like frostbites. It wasn't that much, but
Yeah, and
I
then
lost
killed
Sinestra.
That should be worth it with 4 frost.
Yeah, exactly. But I still won because I had other damage as well.
Okay,
I
then you
allowed
just
him.
misplayed in other areas, but using 4 frostbites to kill Sinestra is right.
Yeah, that's fine. But I don't know. It's like he was freezing engineers and rhinos, right? So it's not like it was great value. And
But
yeah,
doesn't
it was
matter.
like
Yeah,
I don't know.
but it doesn't matter what you freeze. If you kill Sinestra, then it means
Sure, no, what I'm saying is that like people over defend it. And like I could have spammed like 5 force fields and defended that turn.
I think depending.
But that
I
would
think-
have lost me the game in the long run, I think.
I think it's almost always correct in big burst freeze games
to not
where there's not a lot of damage behind. Let's say like 4 or 5 damage behind. I think it's like pretty okay to allow a breach for 1 every turn.
Yeah, you have to. Like it's just
Unless you've got like Centurion.
Yeah. You can't lose.
Or the
You
Cena,
can't.
yeah.
No. I'm just saying, like, let's
Yeah,
say
or
traditional. Even Xeno Guardian, traditional wall Xeno Guardian type
Lucina.
composition.
Lucina.
Oh,
But-
Lucina.
Yeah. No, yeah, I get it. If you like just have walls, I know stuff like that. Yeah, you definitely don't
Yeah.
constantly defend the freeze.
Yeah, it's
Unless it's like 1 frostbite.
if you over defend, you're just misplaying the game.
Yeah. But anyways, I don't know.
So-
That's set. What you guys think? Llama, Arcanisho?
I have no idea.
So that was pretty hard for just having woken up. That's what I'll say about that.
So I think you won the game after 5 turns, and then after
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah, the
bad.
rushing of Zeatron is not a thing anymore.
It was horrible. It was so bad.
Yeah. But
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think it was a thing anymore, so I just went
Yeah.
high econ.
Yeah, especially not in that set. So Akanisha, why did you
Yeah,
do
it's
it?
I thought
That's
there was so much green stuff. There was Cryo-Ray and Reservoir, and I just thought, let's try that. I wasn't
I
really
was a
expecting
little
it to
scared of the
work,
Reservoir.
but I was just
I don't know,
know.
like that
I
set
wanted
to
to
me,
try
like,
it out.
okay, sure, there's a lot of green, but there's Polywall and Doomback. Like,
Yeah.
that game will last for a long
Yeah.
time, right? There's so much defense. I don't know.
Reservoir is pretty scary.
Oh, yeah, I guess. And you were defending it like no problem. You just bought Protoplasm because you could. Right?
Well, it kills 2 force fields. It's like
Yeah.
-2 damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Akanisha's
But-
avatar. You don't have your new avatar yet.
Now I
right?
have it. Now I
Yeah,
have
he
it.
does. He just got it.
Oh, then I need to restart client. Because it still shows the basic avatar for me.
Yeah, in my friend list, it
So
shows
are we just gonna have
my
4 Llama games?
other avatar too. I don't know.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I mean we can bounce around the schedule here. We don't have to.
No, we have to do it.
Uh,
back to back.
Why should I
Well,
sketch my schedule?
Because your schedule forces Llama to pretty much play a game every other game, but he missed his first 2, so he has to play every game.
Yeah, that's his problem.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay,
let's
so
play,
Llama, do you
let's
want
play
to-
CE. Who's CE?
Now, do you
Ash?
want to play?
Oh
now,
my
or
god, I
do
was
you prefer not to
completely.
play?
I was reading the.
I don't care.
You don't
Well,
care.
if I can play every other game,
that.
that'd be good.
You play against Crash. No.
No, I was reading the. What's it called? Come on. No. I was reading like the matches wrong. I was like going top down instead of left right. So I thought like,
Oh.
hey.
No,
And
no,
then
no, no,
Llama
but-
would have to play 4 games in a
Well,
row.
the schedule that I posted is designed to have 2 matches at once because I thought that's how we're going to do it. So that's why
Oh
I put 2.
no! What
No.
2 matches at once? What is this nonsense? We're here to talk to each other.
I
not
know,
to play the
but
game.
It
Please.
still works as a schedule. We just have to, not
Yeah,
get
yeah.
it from
Yeah,
chat.
that's-
No,
Anyways,
so it's
me,
either
Llama.
it'll. Yeah, that. I mean, if Llama's down to play back to back, and then it'll be me and you, I
mean,
guess,
it's
Crash.
fine.
Yes. No,
Alright.
it's Llama against Crash.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah,
just-
right now
next
this
game.
game
Okay.
is good. Okay, so what unit are we giving them?
That's a good question.
How
Let's give
about
a-
Vi?
Should we?
I'd like to see Vi.
I was gonna say.
Nice.
Great.
I was.
Oh,
I
Vi.
wanted
to
Vi.
You get
I want
Vi.
to see them work on a Drake line.
No, Vi.
No.
you can- Dude, you get Y. We can do Drake later. Y is much cooler. Man, Drake sucks. We don't need to.
Yeah, fuck
But I
it.
mean, it's all right. It's just, go ahead. That's fine. Play Vi.
Oh, seriously? This avatar?
Okay, peace.
Come on. I expected
What?
something, something with more taste from you. Disappointed.
Oh, now I have to refresh to see what our avatar is.
It's one of the April Fool's units.
Yeah.
The one which costed 40 red. 20 red.
Oh, he got that. Okay, fair.
Okay, so the board. There's also Hannibal. So that's 2
Yeah.
new units.
I mean, you can change this
And
image
Chieftain,
as
so
you see
Vi is
fit,
really
right?
strong.
No,
And
you can only
defense
change
grid.
it once.
There are only all these 7 HP units except Arca.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, but there's also Blood Rager, so
Yeah.
I think you get natural animus here, and then you just go into building damage, right?
There's the new militia too.
Yeah, but I don't
Yeah.
think the militia matters because
I don't think so.
you're not going to get breached for a long time. I think you get slowly build up damage with Blood Rager, and then you get Vi at some point. So that's what I would
Yeah.
do. Oh, actually, do you even get defense grid against Vi? Because it's just going to get frozen every turn.
Yeah, I don't think you want defense grid here.
I think
It
Hannibal
still makes some
is
drones,
viable.
but I don't think it's good.
Okay, so defense grid makes 1 drone per turn, and it decreases your opponent's damage by 1.
Yeah.
Because he has to click Vi. So that might still be okay value, actually.
But do you want 3 blast forges for that in this set?
No, you don't. Okay, so you don't get defense grid.
It's weird. This is okay. So I have an idea as to where Crash is going. Crash is going to go into Xeno Blood Rager.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
decent. That makes Xeno better because you can use damage faster.
So he's going to go Xeno Militia.
No, he
So-
should get militia first. There's no point getting Xeno first, right? Unless Llama has damage.